Hello, what is the value of x, given that we have x minus 1, close parenthesis to the power 4 equals 1. Let's have it to be solution. From here we have x minus 1 to the power of 4 equals 1. But mind you, we can have 1 to the power of 4 to be equals 1. So from here we have x minus 1 to the power of 4 equals 1 to the power of 4. Now from here, so far they have the same power with different base, so we can equate the base, then x minus 1 will be equals 1. So if x minus 1 equals 1, this implies we have x to be 1, this will be plus 1. Therefore, we have x to be equals 2. So from here, it is obvious that x equals 2 is the first solution. But mind you, it's not the only solution. Then let's see how to solve for the other solution. Recall, we have x minus 1 to the power of 4 equals 1. Then we have x minus 4, x minus 1 to the power of 4, then minus 1. Let's set the side to be equal 0. Then from here, we have x minus 1 to the power of 4. We can have this to be power of 4 equals 0. Then x minus 1 to the power of 2, in parentheses as this to the power of 2. 2 times 2 will give us 4. 1 to the power of 2, in parentheses to the power of 2, still equals 0. Now, from here, this has power 2 and power 2. We can simplify this as when we have a square minus b square equals a minus a plus b, in parentheses multiplied by a minus b. So this also will be x minus 1 to the power of 2, then plus 1 to the power of 2 times x minus 1, in parentheses to the power of 2, minus 1 to the power of 2. Mind you, everything equals 0 from here. Then what we are trying to say here is that for this particular expression here to be equal 0, is either we have the first term to be equal 0, that is 1 minus 1 to the power of 2 plus 1 to the power of 2 equals 0, the first term, or we have the second term to be equal 0, x minus 1 to the power of 2 minus 1 to the power of 2 equals 0, before we can have this expression to be equal 0. Then let us pick it one after the other. Let's say we have case 1. But before that, let us note that when we have a square plus b square always equals as when we have a minus b. So let us record that when we have a plus b, in parentheses to the power of 2, always equals as a square plus b square plus 2ab. And so from here, this implies we are looking for this actually. From this term, there's plus power 2 power 2. So we have a square plus b square to be equivalent as a plus b minus 2ab. So when we make the comparison of this, we will discover that our a equals x minus 1, then our b equals 1. So when we substitute it here, we are going to have from here x minus 1, then plus 1 as this times, minus 2 into, from here, x minus 1 times b, which is 1, everything equals 0. From here, we have x, this will cancel out this, 0. From here, we have 2 times this will be 2x, Then this times this will be plus 2 equals 0. So from here, we have x minus 2x plus 2 equals 0. And by the way, x minus 2x here will be minus x plus 2 equals 0. So obviously, we have minus x to be equals minus 2. And so minus will cancel out minus. We have x to be equals 2. So we have the first solution. In fact, this justifies the previous solution. Then let's also see the case 2. So we have a square minus b square to be equals a plus b multiplied by a minus b. So from here we have a to be equals x minus 1 and b to be equals 1. So this will be x minus 1 then plus 1 times from here x minus 1 minus 1, everything equals 0. We have this to cancel out this. We have only x. From here we have x minus 2 equals 0. So for this expression again to be equals 0, is either we have x equals 0 or we have x minus 2 to be equals 0. So from here we have x to be equals 2. So s equals 2 and s equals 0 is the solution. Then from here to check, we have x minus 1 in parentheses to the power of 4 equals 1. When s equals 2, from here we have 2 minus 1 to the power of 4 is going to give us 1. 2 minus 1 is 1 to the power of 4, then it's going to give us 1. 1 to the power of 4 simply means 1, and this equals 1. The left hand side satisfies the right hand side. When s equals 0, from here, we are going to have 0 minus 1 to the power of 4, then it's going to give us 1. 0 minus 4 will be minus 1. 0 minus 1 will be minus 1 to the power of 4, then it's going to give us 1. So this, anytime when you have minus 1 to the power of even number, bear it in mind to give you plus 1 in parentheses, then to the power of that particular even. So from here we have 1 to the power of 4, then it's going to give us 1. From here 1 to the power of 4 is 1, then this equals 1. This is also satisfied. So